Hello beautiful people and welcome back to our today's tutorial. Let's look at what we have for today. We have this beautiful equation to solve. You can pause the video for a while and let's know what your thought is in the comment section. If you don't know what to do, join me and let me expose you to a lot of skills. Yes, a lot of skills. Now to solve this equation, what do we call this kind of equation? We call this kind of equation transcendental equation. And why? It is transcendental because we have, when you have this is x to the power of 32. This is a polynomial. Okay? It's a polynomial of degree 32. Just like when you have x squared, and we call this also a polynomial of degree 2, which is the usual quadratic. Okay? Now, when you have 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of x, this is not a polynomial. It's different from when you have x squared. X squared is a polynomial, but this is not. Okay? Now, what do we call this? This is called exponential function. I hope you got that. So it's exponential function and this is a polynomial. So you see, we are combining exponential function and polynomial together to form an equation. We call such equation a transcendental equation. Now, how do we solve such equations? Let me show you. Now, to solve this, what you will do first is to get the LCM, which we usually call the lowest common multiple or the least common multiple. Okay, get the least common multiple of these two powers, and the least common multiple will be the product of the two powers, which will give us 32x. Now, what do you do with the power? With this, bring this down. We're going to have 2 to the power of x, divide it with this LCM, which is 32x, is equal to x 32, divide it by 32x. Now let's simplify. X here is 1, x will cancel 1, 32 1, 32 cancels 1. So we're going to have 2 to the power of, the power is 1 here, over 1 multiplies 32 will give us 32, is equal to x, we have 1 here, and at the denominator we have x. Did you see what we've gotten? Now, at this point, what do you think we should do next? If you look at this equation, you notice at this right side, the base, we call this the base. The base is the same thing with the denominator of the power. Now, your question is there anything you can do to, look, if you watch this side, you will notice here the base is 2 and the power of, the denominator of the power is 32. They are not the same, whereas these are the same. So your question should be, is there anything I can do to this base and this denominator to be the same, such that if they are the same, it will be the same with this. In that case, it makes the work much easier for us. Now, let's check. Supposing we now say, let's raise this 2 to the power of, let's say 3. Let's say 3. If you raise it to the power of 3, we are going to have 2 multiplies 2 multiplies 2 to give us 8. And you know, you also do same to the power. So for the power, we have 1 over 32. You are going to multiply it by 1 over this 3. And when you multiply this, it will give you 96. So you see, the base is 8, the power is 1 over 96. They are not the same. So it means this does not work out. So what do you do next? You can also try 2 to the power of 4. This will give us 16. Okay, 2 into 4 times 16. Now, what of 1 over 32 multiply this? What will it give us? You're going to have 1. This will give us 128. You see, the base is this, the power is this. They are not the same yet. So it means this can work out. Now, it means, what do you think should be the best approach now? If we decide to raise this 2 to the power of 8, what is 2 to the power of 8? It is 2 multiplied 8 times. And when you multiply it 8 times, it gives you, this will give us 64, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 64, 128, and 128 by 2 will give us 256. So we're having 256. Okay, then do same to the power. We have 1 over 32. If you multiply it by 1 over the same 8, you have 1. 32 multiplies 8 will give us what? Will give us 2. This will give us 6. This will give us 6. And 3 multiplies this is 24 plus, okay, that's 24. This will give us, taking 1, it becomes 256. So you see, this is the same with this. So what it means is that to solve this now from here, we're going to have 2 to the power of this 8 multiplying, this is 1 over 32, okay? Multiply it by 1 over 8. Now let's check if what we did is true, is correct. If you bring this out here, we have 2 to the power of 8, multiply 1 over 32, multiply 1 over 8. You will see this 8 will cancel 8. You will be left with 2 to the power of 1 over 32, which is the same with this. So you see, you have not committed any error because whatever thing you added to the power at the end of your cancellation resulted back to the original equation. So it means you have not changed anything. It means you are right. So in that case, it means we are now having this is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. Please, this part, we used it to do a check. So in that case, it means we are going to have 2 to the power of 8. Then we have 1 raised to power 32, multiply this is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. And 2 to the power of 8 gave us 256. So we have 256 raised to power 1 over, if you multiply this, it also gave us 256 is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. So you see, this is the same with this, just like this is the same. So in that case, you can conclude that your x is 256. Now, if this is true, let's check to know if actually we'll get the same thing. From here, we are doing a check now. We have 2 to the power of x. Our x is 256. And at the right side, we have 256 is raised to power of 32. From here, we are having 2 to the power of 256. For this, it is the same as 2 to the power of 8, okay? Then raised to the power of 32. Now, from this point, what do you do again? This gives us, we are concluding, and remember your rule of indices, which says a to the power of m raised to power n is a to the power of m times n. So from here, we're going to have 2 to the power of 256. Is this still equal to 2 to the power of, if you multiply these two, it gives you 256. So you see, you got the same thing. So in that case, it means your answer for x as 256 is correct. And I hope this helps a lot. If it did, don't forget to tell us how much in the comment section. Remember, you can subscribe for the more you get from us. Don't forget to share this tutorial with your friends and colleagues and those that need these skills. Give this tutorial a thumbs up. I will see you in our next class to discuss more. Stay cool and bye-bye.